What a lovely day. Beautiful out right now. 83 degrees. Got a nice breeze going. Not many clouds in the sky. Very nice out today. Which is one reason I'm sitting outside. The other is that the place is pretty full. I got here late. And it's so full I don't want to sit in there. But the weather's about as perfect as it can get right now. Fantastic weather. So I was gonna wait for a few people to come in. I know I didn't say anything about doing a stream today. I'm just waiting to go inside. I got some things to do, some errands to run, and but I have been looking on things to do here because I'm feeling like I need to get out of here. So so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not worried about the election. It is what it is. I've done my part, and hopefully they'll work it out. And that's all I want to say about it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the whole left versus right, the mainstream media. I'm sick of the politics here. I'm just sick of politics in general. And you know the thing is if I don't look at the news, and I turned my phone off yesterday. And, you know, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, do I really even need my phone? No. Most of the time, no, I don't. I mean, it's nice to have it to listen to a little music or, you know, to watch YouTube or watch some documentary or something if I'm sitting out somewhere for a while. But most of the time, I'm at home, so I don't really need it. The only thing I need my phone for is to record, and, you know, I don't need anything else. You know, I'm fine here. That's the thing. Aside from being a little restless, you know, I mean, which that happens. People get restless when they stay at home all the time, you know, so, and I stay at home a lot more than I used to. The only thing here is that there's a lot of traffic. They're building, and you know it's a bit dirty, but other than that, everything is cool. I've got a list. I've compiled a list already of some places that I'm going to go. I plan on going, and I'm going to have to do some more figuring. But I have come up with a list of at least a few things. I don't know how many. A dozen, 2 dozen. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, you know, a couple dozen. That's what I mean. There's always stuff to do. But I'll get into that in a minute. But it's just such a nice day out. I was like, you know what? You may not be able to tell from here, but it is really a nice day. Blue skies. There's a bit of a breeze. It's not too hot. It's perfect right now. The only thing that would be better is if I was on like a motorcycle cruising up through a mountain somewhere. You know, that would be pretty cool. Family's all out doing their thing, you know, so I got some things to do here. So this is not going to be a very long stream, but what is it, 9:50? Well, I think they open at what, 11? Yeah. And for those who are watching who care about the baristas, you don't need to care. Doesn't really matter. It's the same old baristas. Same old, you know? As they say here, same. Everything's the same. The COVID situation, it's nothing really different. Look at, I'm sitting here, no mask. People are walking around, no mask. Some people have masks on, some people don't. It's, you know, when I go inside, I'm wearing a mask all the time. You know, this is the other thing, though. A lot of times I don't have to go in. We need to restock our water supply. And the thing is I don't have to get the water from the grocery or from some store. I just make a phone call, they come, they deliver it. You know, it's like, I don't have to go out if I don't really want to. You know, it's a wonderful thing. You know, it used to be mail order. Now it's call up. You want a Starbucks? You call up. You got your Starbucks delivered. That's why all these Grab guys are in here. There's always Grab drivers in here, and Food Panda and all these other ones. They're always here. So anyway, I don't have a whole lot to say today. It's not like there's a whole lot to going on. There were, you know, protests yesterday, and they did shoot off the water cannon. But, you know, again, I'm staying away from that. I don't need to get involved in that. You know, I'm not 21. I don't feel the need to go out and change the world. And this isn't my country. You know, as much as I'd like to believe that I'm welcome here, which for the most part I do, I don't need to go get involved in their political affairs when I'm not allowed to vote, you know. It's a little bit different. I don't feel the need to get involved in political affairs in the United States. Even if I lived there, I wouldn't be out protesting and marching, and I wouldn't be doing all that stuff. I'd just vote. You know, you vote with your money and you vote with your ballot. That's how you do it. You know, when I come here, if I come here by motorcycle, all right, if I come here by Songtao, I take the Songtao from my house. It goes to right across the street to Happy Land. It cost me 7 baht, which is 20 something cents, 23 cents or something. And I walk across the street, walk down or walk right up here, go right into the mall. But if I want to come by taxi or by motorbike, then there's a lot of traffic. But the good thing is that early in the morning, the motorbikes, this is Thailand, and so the motorbikes will, instead of making a left turn, driving all the way down the street here, making a U-turn and then coming back and then coming into the mall, what they do is, instead of making a left turn, they just come straight into the mall because there's an exit down the way here. They just drive across. They're not, you know, it's against the law, but they do it all the time. It's like driving on the sidewalk. They do it all the time. So it takes me, you know, just 5 minutes to get here. Whereas if I have to go the other way, it might take 10, 15 minutes. So, you know. But they're already celebrating Christmas here. Got 31 people here, 30 people here. Where is everybody from? You don't want to communicate. I understand you don't want to come in, you're lurking, but like maybe you could send a message where you're from. That would be nice. Ohio, thank you. Paulie's Pistols, what's happening? New Orleans. Yoo-hoo. South Dakota. Wow. I didn't know you were in South Dakota. Norway. Wow. Must be cold there. There's a guy. Where's he from? What's that guy's name? Bjorn something or other. Bjorn or something like that. Utia. That's on my list of places to go, actually. Which I should get into in a minute here. But Switzerland, wow. All over the place. What was that other place? Above the polar circle. Jesus Christ. Ron Jeremy, how many times has he been arrested? He got arrested like months ago. I'd like to say that it's surprising, but you know, he's supposedly a very intelligent guy. And I don't know why you would feel the need. I guess, you know, maybe that's something that, I don't know why you would feel the need as a porn star to rape chicks. I don't get that, but all right. So let me get into this real quick because I'm not going to be here all that long. I don't want to spend all day streaming. I got very little to say. Yeah, well, the thing is that he's been accused by something like I don't know, like half a dozen women, something like that. It's not like it's one or two women. It's a bunch of them. And, you know, I don't think he's that filthy rich. You know, he may be, I don't know, you can probably find out right online. Yeah, he has a net worth of $1 million, which, you know, for all you know, that could be that he bought a house for $400,000 or $500,000. He ain't got a pot to piss in, you know. It says here, 5.5 million. Listen, he's been a porn star since he's been skinny, which was a long time ago. You know, he was one of the first ones that I'd ever heard of, but besides John Holmes. Anyway, yeah, you know, maybe it's a scam, who knows? Wouldn't surprise me one way or the other. Oh, my list. For those of you who care, I've come up with a little list. And most of them are, well, not most of them. Some of them are in Bangkok, some of them aren't. Oh, yeah, I remember her. I remember, what was that other one's name? She's still around now. She's old. Not Ginger Lynn. She's old as sin now. What was that other one's name? Nina Hartley. Yeah. She's old, too. They're all, that's the thing. They're, Tracy Lords, well, she's a little younger. I wonder what she's doing. Not that I really care. I'm just always curious, you know. Curious to know what happens to people, you know, when they're 20 years old, 25 years old, and then, you know, 30 years later, you're like, I wonder what became of them. You know, and some of them are living on a farm somewhere with their husband and raising their kids or whatever, you know. What happened to Julia Roberts? Has she made any movies lately? I mean, I don't even hear from her. I was actually in a movie a long time ago. She looks pretty good for being older. She's 53. Let me see here. Has she made any movies lately? Maybe she's been producing movies or something like that. You know a lot about these people, Gennaro. Yeah, she hasn't really done a whole lot. What's her name? Julia Roberts. She's in a TV show. You know, she's been fairly busy, but like Julia Roberts, I was in a movie. My friend made a movie a long time ago, 20 years ago, and I was in it. It wasn't a big movie or anything like that, but he makes documentaries mainly, and he put this little movie out. And anyway, the guy who was the cinematographer, Danny, who I don't really even remember, but my friend says that I used to talk to him and that, you know, we were cool with each other. And the guy actually was like, oh yeah, I like that Scotty, which I don't even remember the guy. But he ended up marrying Julia Roberts. You know, now he's big time. This, what is it? This 7 degrees, 6 degrees. What is it? Separation. I can't even remember. 6 degrees of separation. Yeah, there's always those degrees of separation. Anyway, let me get to my little list here that I've been compiling. All right. Now, one, and I've been requested. Some of these are requests that I've had from people. For instance, there is the airplane. Now, this could be a stream or a video. I don't know exactly yet what I'm going to do to some of these places. Airplane museum. There's an airplane museum. That'll probably be a video because I don't think I can keep people enthralled for more than a couple of minutes at an airplane museum. Of course, we got to go to the shopping centers like Mabon Krong, Icon Siam, M Quartier, Asiatique had a request for that. Koh Lan, out by Pattaya, had a request for that. And there is a chance. I don't think I'm gonna go because I'm just not prepared for it, and I don't really have the money to go and do everything. But I was thinking about going to Pattaya this coming weekend with my friend who is going there. He just happens to be going there because he goes there every couple of months. Because they have this thing called the Dawai Festival there. It's an Indian festival. And I guess from the 13th through the 15th, Walking Street in Pattaya, all of Walking Street is going to be set up for that festival, Dawai Festival. And then maybe I could take a little trip over to Koh Lan. So I'm thinking about that, but I don't know that I have the timing may not be right, and the money. I don't know. I got to find out what my kids are doing and all this other stuff. There's always Chinatown. There's plenty of places to go in Chinatown. Pahurat. And then here's some places. They're a little bit outside. They're scattered throughout Thailand. Mount Makoju, Kowloon and Sukhothai, Hang Mountain, Puchifa, Songkhon, Koh Samet, Koh Chang in the south, Nan, Chiang Khan, Chiang San, Pak Nam Po, Pai, Umprang, Ayutthaya, Sukhothai. And then here in Bangkok, there are several restaurants I want to hit. I've been meaning to hit for a while. And also the burger thing. I've just forgotten all about that. Jono and I are constantly talking, well, every time we talk. You want to say hello? Wait a minute. There you go. Hello. Okay, goodbye. Bye. She's a ham. The one girl doesn't like it. One girl likes it, and her and Preo and a couple of the other girls, they want to say hello. They always say Sawadee Cup to me and want me to, you want video? You want YouTube? Anyway, the burger joints, that's what I was talking about. The burger joints. There's a lot of burger joints sprouting up, and I'd like to see which one has what I think is the best burger, or try to rate the top 10 or top 7 or something like that. There's a place over by Jono's where the burger is like something like 340 baht, which is that's almost $12, and it doesn't come with fries. So it's a bit of that's something else. But some of these places, I mean, like one of the places I want to go is that what is it called, J5, and their omelet is like 1,000 baht for a crab omelet, but it's real crab. So that's something else that I've been thinking about, and that's on the list. So I appreciate well, we're talking about Bangkok for right now, but maybe if I go to Ayutthaya, I'll put that down here in my little list. Ayutthaya burger box. I'll make a list of. We got Sukhothai. I would like to go to Koh Samui, and the reason is because the island is fairly dead right now. So I didn't have that on my list, but now that I'm thinking about it, Koh Samui, and then of course Suratani, where my wife is from, and where we still have a place down in the south. So that's a fair amount right there. And then there's a lot of little places that I need to figure out here in Thailand. Little hidden joints, So I'm gonna be working on this for the next week or so, and hopefully I can come up with something. Freeze header row, freeze header columns. I want to freeze the row. So anyway, like I said, if you have any ideas and you're interested in seeing me go somewhere, or let me know. Leave a comment, click thumbs up, put it in the chat, whatever. Gennaro, oh, you want Hua Hin also. You guys, there's a couple people, they were asking about Hua Hin and Cha'am. So I got to figure all these out, and I'm trying to work it out to where I can do everything, where maybe I can go a couple places with my family, and then maybe I just continue on, and then they go back home, and then I follow them back, And Cha'am. Yeah, those are pretty good. There's a couple in there that are pretty gnarly, and I don't know if I want to do those just because I don't know. It's not that I don't think that I'm strong enough muscularly. I think it's my bones, my orthopedic, my hip, my knees. I don't need to slip and fall up on some mountain. That's why I don't go to waterfalls, because I worry about falling, slipping, and I throw my hip out or something like that, But if I want to do something like that, I got to do it now, because I'll tell you what, in another 10, 12 years, I'll be, 70 years old. I don't know if I want to go marching up on some mountain. So Those places are places that, okay, so Victory Monument cuisine, yeah, okay. There's a lot of street food over there, but there are a couple places, and I've been to some of them, and I don't remember their names because I almost never remember the little, you know, hole-in-the-wall names. You know, you may remember, Gennaro, I went to that place over by the Democracy Monument, over by Khao San Road. It was some place that came highly recommended, and I think I got pad thai, or I don't even remember what I got. It was very, very good, but it was a bit expensive. It was like 350 baht or something for like a pad thai and a drink. So I'm willing to go to places like that, but you know, with food, it's always a little bit. Maybe restaurants are better if you do videos. You know, I don't know. Anyway, that's my list right there. I got Chinatown, Yaowarat, Pahurat, Kowloon, in Pattaya. Maybe if I go this weekend, I can go to that Indian festival. Victory Monument in that area, which is near Mabon Krong. Asia Teak, Icon Siam, because I only went there once. I said I would never go again, but you know what? I mean, to me, it's not a big deal. It's just a place to go shopping. But the other thing is the Chao Phraya. Now, I'm really Trang is in the south, I think. Is that Trang? Yeah, it's in the south. Trang is in the south. It's either in the south or the east, but I think it's the south. Let me see. Yeah, it's in the south. It's close to Hat Yai. You know, that area is a good area to go. I was thinking about that before, if you remember. So yeah, that's southern area. I can do that when I go to Surat, you know, Krabi. Let me write this down. I gotta put all this stuff down because I used to have a list. I had a list, and then I made another list, and then before I knew it, I had too many lists. So I keep it on my computer, and then I don't get that problem where I have lists of lists. Hat Yai. I'd like to go down to Hat Yai also. And you know, all I have to do is take a train. Take a train down there. It's a nice little trip. Anyway, that's my list so far. Still not many people. 10:15. I don't know why they used to open the mall at 10:30. Now they open it at 11. You see, there's 3 Grab drivers right there. One's walking away, and there's 2 sitting down. The other ones, I wish I would have invested in Grab. I would have been making a killing now. Would have made a killing, you know? Anyway. Boom, done. I gotta tell you, if you guys need to transfer money to Thailand, and I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. But probably the best way at the moment to transfer money into Thailand is TransferWise, without a doubt. Their rates are fantastic. They give you the market rate, and you usually will get the money the same day or the following day. If it's on a weekend and you put the money through on like a Saturday, you'll get it Monday, and you may get it Monday at like 3 in the morning. But it's fantastic service, and like I said, their rates are far better than an ATM. And unless you want to take out a couple hundred baht, which if you're going to take out a couple hundred baht, then you just need to have the money in a Thai account. But if you're transferring money from the United States every so often, if you've got a bank account here and you're coming here part-time or something, staying here part-time, you got a bank account and you want to transfer money, you can transfer money sometimes at 5 o'clock in the morning. You'll have it within a few minutes, or you'll have it by, say, 9 o'clock. I transferred some money at 4 o'clock this morning, and the money just came. And that will save me at least 400 or 500 baht if I use the ATM. And I don't pay any fees for my ATM when I do take it out, but my ATM card is expired right now. I'm waiting to get it, and my bank, for whatever reason, my bank sent the card out in September, and still it hasn't arrived. And it goes to my U.S. address, not here, but it hasn't arrived yet, so, I was giving the company D Money, like DEE. I was giving them a go for a while, and then they said, oh, we can't accept U.S. transfers. So I stopped using them, and then TransferWise has been so good. The only thing is that once in a great while, they'll say something like, right now we're extremely backed up, and it may be 3 days before you get your money or something like that. So it really depends. And it beats wiring the money, because usually when you wire the money, it's $35, $45, $50. With them, they charge you like, a couple of bucks, $3, $4, something like that, depending on how much you're transferring. Anyway, that's what's going on. I don't have much more to say. So, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. And subscribe if you have not done so already. Everything's down in the description. You need any information, you want to contact me, whatever. It's all down in the description. If you have any ideas for places to go you'd like to see me stream from, or and if you want me to stream and you want me to go like Hua Hin, put Hua Hin stream, Hua Hin video or something, whatever. I've gotten away from the videos, and I've got like 20 videos that I'm working on at the same time right now. So I'm a little bit overwhelmed. Johnny, what's happening? I was talking about my list of places to go. Koh Lan is one. Benny, what's happening? Let me see here. I'll just run down it real quick. Burger joints. I've been meaning to do this for a long time. Burger joints. There's a few restaurants. Hat Yai, Trang, Krabi, Suratani, Koh Samui, Sukhothai, Cha'am, Hua Hin, Ayutthaya, Umpang, Pai, Pak Nam Po, Chiang San, Chiang Khan, Nan, Koh Chang, Koh Samet, Song Kon, Phu Chi Pha, Hang Nak Mountain Trail, Khao Luang, Sukhothai, Mount Makoju, the Airplane Museum, these are shopping centers, Mabang Krong, Chao Phraya, M. Quartier, Icon Siam, Asiatique, down by the Victory Monument, the street scene down there, the street food scene, and Pattaya Kowloon. Of course, Chinatown once every few months is always nice to go to. This weekend they have an Indian festival in Pattaya on Walking Street from the 13th through the 15th. So what's that? Friday to Sunday. So I may go down there. I'm not sure yet. There's a possibility. And if I do, then I'll try to go to Kowloon. That's not going to happen. I'm not going to go down. I'm not going to stream from a Nana or someplace. I don't want to get it. I don't want to. I've been out of that for so long. I don't want to be involved in it again. You know, there's no more joy in it, Johnny. I don't have to. When you're not allowed to participate, when you're not participating, it's not as fun. You know, if I was a single man and I was, you know, a little greener, all right, stroll down Sukhumvit. Although I've done that many times, but. Okay, I can stick that on the list because that's always good for when I'm not going to be traveling or when I want to do something. And that can be in conjunction with, you know, like an M. Quartier or something like that. There is something that I'm looking into, and I still haven't. I'm going to call the tourist authority to try to find out. I want to go up the Chao Phraya or down the Chao Phraya and take it the length. I want to run the entire length from up in Tak province down to Bangkok. And I don't know how that's possible and how to do it where it's cost effective. You know, I don't want to get some little guy who's like trying to charge me, you know, 1,000 baht an hour or something. Because that's not going to work because that's what did I figure? It's 231 miles. So, you know. You figure that out. That's quite expensive if the guy was charging me per hour. I'd have to negotiate something. But, you know, I want to figure something out. I'd like to be able to do that. I just don't know if it's physically possible. So that's something I've been thinking about. Those are the pulls, the barges. Yeah. Sleeper train to Chumpon, connect to Koh Tao boat. Few here, but lovely. Okay, well, I'll put that on the list. Koh Tao, there you are again. Hello, goodbye. Hello, goodbye. Hello, bye-bye. All right, so that's a good one. That one's good. I forget who was telling me about the Chumpon before. I wouldn't know. How do you think it is? How do you think it is? You think it's suffering? You really think it's suffering? Look, there's no more escorts here. They're out of business now. They're not allowed to open their legs. I could get you a squid boat. I could get you now a squid boat out of Rayong if you like. A squid boat. I think I need to go there. Get you on a squid boat. Well, where's it gonna go? I'm game for anything, man, especially now. And as long as it's not going to take me 6 months to do some kind of a trip, I think I'll be all right. I'm not going to lose my wife. Fishing overnight. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want to fish though. I don't want to be part of the crew. That's the thing. I know that the best way to do it is to go to where you need to leave from and just start talking to people. But it does take money. Now on a barge, I mean, a couple thousand baht would probably do me right, but I don't know, Anything's possible. Yeah, that's cheap. That's cheap. I'm not really worried about the price of hotels right now. That they're not all that much, I mean, I don't know what my wife could do for me if she could help me out with the hotels. But like I said, when you're talking about anything between 400 and 700 baht for 4 or 5 days is reasonable and is affordable. There was a guy who left a comment. I don't know if he's listening or not, but there was a guy who left a comment saying that if he was to come from the United States, that it would cost him something like $10,000 to get into Thailand right now. And that's just not true. Because I know of 3 people who have got in here, one of which is Dre, who came in with his wife. And his price was the same price as Tom's, the guy who came into the stream a while back ago and was talking about what it took to get in here. So really, he was talking about, the hotels that you get for, say, 45,000 baht are like the same as the Nana Hotel. The Nana Hotel's a shithole. Okay, now they may have upgraded it and, revamped the place a little bit. I don't know, because I haven't stayed there in a long time. But I know people that have. And you can get the Nana, you can get that room there for 700 to about 1,300 baht a night. Depends, but you can get it as low as 700 baht. The places you go for the quarantine are quite a bit better than that. And they're gonna run you for 16 days and 15 nights. You're gonna pay anywhere from about 45,000 to about 90,000 baht. But you can easily get a place for about 55,000. And it's decent. It's what the Thais consider to be a resort. And it's not, it's not a place where you're going to go, oh man, this place is a dive. Which, the Nana is a dive. It's been a dive for years. Yeah, well, this is the thing, I know I got to get on it. And I've been a little bit lazy lately, and, I'm hesitant because of all the traffic, and it's just, everything's such a hassle in my neighborhood here that I just, it's like getting motivated to go out. I have to do something worthwhile. I can't just go out and, I'm going to go and, I'm going to go sit at Chinatown again. It doesn't cut it. You know what I mean? So that's a long list of things for me to do. I mean, that list alone would take me a year or 2 years to do, depending on if I did some of these trips at the same time. Mount Makoju is a journey. That's a heavy duty trip for about 5 days. I mean, but that's not like going down to Asia Teak or some shopping center or something like that. Has a good bookshop in the hotel complex ground floor. I'm behind on my reading now. I got lots of books, and I just can't get through all of them. There was a time I was reading a book a week, And now it's more like a book every 2 months. Okay, now the place is starting to pick up a little bit, but still, it looks a little slow today. What's today? Monday. Well, that's why. Alrighty. I gotta get in the Starbucks business or the coffee business, man. Every coffee shop I go to, almost every single coffee shop I go to is busy. Anytime I go there, it's always busy. Bunch of addicts, man. That bunch of caffeine addicts. She's got her Christmas colors on. Bright red. They get into the Christmas thing here and I don't get it. They have no idea what it's about, other than the commercial aspect of it, which it could be worse. They could not even care about it, and then anybody who is from the outside is just, you know, if you want to practice Christmas, you got to do it at home. What? When is Buddha Day? No idea. Vesak. Vesak Day. It's May 26th. And no, I didn't pull that out of my filled up brain. I looked on Google. I Googled it. May 26th in next year. Oh, you know what? What was that place? Let's see here. Kolibong. No. You know, don't get me started on Google. Google is great, but you know what? I just tried to search Google. I searched one destination, Kolibong. What is it? Kolibong. And it had me. Now it made it save it. God damn it! I don't want to save it. You haven't saved anything. Okay, good. So it pulls up a thing that says, you know, you're going to save this. I don't want all this stuff. I don't want them saving all my information. Google's got too much information about me already. I don't need them saving more stuff. And by the way, if you're on my Facebook, for those of you who follow me on Facebook, thank you very much, Sky Trooper. You are the first and only, so you got super good luck for today. Super good luck. Chokdi and all that good stuff. Thank you very much. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I don't want Google having more information about me. They don't need my information. But Facebook, that's what I was talking about. Facebook. The next social media platform of mine to go bye-bye is probably Twitter. Twitter is going to go bye-bye. I'm going to deactivate it. Yeah, but you know damn well that if they want to get your stuff, they've got it. You know. Twitter and Facebook, those are the next ones. I think I'm going to deactivate my Facebook and see how it feels. Because I'm not posted on Facebook. I look around once in a while, but that's it. I'm tired of seeing all the bullshit. I don't want to hear every little bit of information. What do we, really, when you think about it, what do I have to know? Why do I have to know everything about everything? If I just go on Facebook, automatically things start popping up. All my friends, they want me to, like this, and if you don't share this, you're gonna go to hell, and all these kind of things. I don't want to see this stuff. I don't need it. I like the simple life. I'm like Paris Hilton. I want the simple life. Feed me, let me eat, let me shower, shit, shave once in a while. Go check stuff out. Give me my cameras. Give me my cameras. Let me lug them around, my laptop. That's what life's about, I don't need all this other garbage. I don't need to know about so-and-so's cheating and all. Listen, if they're cheating, they're going to get found out. That's the way I look at it. You got to believe in something. If Trump got beat fair and square, he got beat fair and square. I can accept that. Oh, me and Paris Hilton would get along real good, believe me. The guy in her video ain't got nothing on me. I kind of look like Paris, don't I? A little bit hairier. Pretty soon this beard will be all white. My wife is like, you need to shave that thing off because you're an old man now. You look like an old man. I'm like, yeah, I like it. Except it is a little hot sometimes. It feels like you got a carpet on your face. But I saw one of my buddies. He's, when I left, he was a young guy. Now he's an older guy, and he's got a full-on beard. I was like, oh. And he's going bald, which makes me laugh because he used to wear a hat all the time. Now he's going bald, and he always wears his hat. Be nice to get out of Thailand for a while. Take a little trip outside the country. All right, so 20 minutes and they open up, and you can see now there are a little bit more people here. You got people over here. They're all sitting around. You got people up here. You got people over here. You got people over here. A lot of girls wearing red, ladies in red. Boy. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me today. I appreciate it. I appreciate the comments and the help. Listen, I may do things a little different than on some channels, but that's okay because that's me, and that's them. They do it their way, I do it my way. But hopefully I'll get to at least, I'll get to the places in Bangkok soon. And I am hankering for a little journey. Oh, we got a foreigner over here. I'm hankering for a little journey. I'm just not sure where. There's always the chance I'll go to Pattaya this weekend, but I don't think so, because I hadn't planned on it and I hadn't really thought about it, and I don't really want to spend the money yet. But there's plenty to do. So, and I'm more than willing to get Jono to go with me, but Jono's knee is not in good shape, and I think any trip aside from maybe, a little local place right around his house where he just has to walk for 5-10 minutes, and he'd be in bad shape. His knee really is. He sits there and his knee pops, and and he'll sit there for 15 minutes and 10 minutes sometimes, and his knee locks up. So it's too bad, but he's fine. He's fine with it. I was like, don't you get bored? Nah, man, I'm fine. Like, oh, I already brought up Hua Hin, Cha'am. It's on that route. I can just take a southern train and just stop, but yeah, he's fine with what he's doing, but he's not fine with his knee being screwed up. Quick boat trip to Koh Samet. Koh Samet's on my list, which I've read out twice already now. It's on my list. It's not one of my top destinations because first, I've been there. Second, because I know it's a bit overdeveloped at the moment. Now there wouldn't be very many tourists there, but I prefer to go to Koh Samui before I go to Koh Samet. Koh Samet is not very big, and it's not like there's a whole lot to do there that I can't do other places. There's a lot of things. Like I said, I got a long list here. It's already a long list. There's more places outside of the city than there are in the city. Guess you have already been to all these places before. Let's see here. Chinatown, Yawarat, yes, been there. Kolan, yes, been there. Victory Monument, yes, been there. It's all right. Asia Teak, yes, been there. Icon Siam, yes, been there. EM Courtier, yes. The Chao Phraya, now what I haven't done, I've been on the Chao Phraya many times. What I haven't done is taken it from the start where I think it's the Nan and the Ping rivers converge. And there's like a red river and a blue river and a green river, and they all converge. And then that's the start of the Chao Phraya. What I'd like to do is take the Chao Phraya all the way from there to Bangkok. To me, that would be an awesome trip. I would think. I don't know. It depends on if I could get from point A to point B, and if it's physically possible. Because I don't know if there's a dam somewhere around there, but I'm gonna find out. But I've been on the Chao Phraya many times. Mamun Krong, Nakhon Sawan, and in the Tak province. Mabun Krong, been there many times. Airplane Museum, never been there because it doesn't really interest me all that much. Sukhumvit Road, of course, been there many, many times. Too many times to even dream of counting. Mount Makoju, never been there. Khao Luang Sukhothai, I've been to Sukhothai but never been to Khao Luang. Hang Nak Mountain, never been there. Puchifa, never been there. Chumpon, been there. Koh Tao, never been there. Songkhon, never been there. Koh Samet, been there. Koh Chang, south and east, been there. Nan, been through there. Chiang Khan, Chiang San, no. Pak Nampo, no. Pai, no. Umpang, no. Ayutthaya, yes. Hua Hin, too many times to count. Cha'am, too many times to count. Sukhothai, been there. Koh Samui, been there. Suratani, many times. Krabi, several times. Trang, been there. Hat Yai, been there. So, you know, just because I've been to those places doesn't mean that I can't find places within the city that I haven't been to, or cool stuff to do, or stuff that I've done that still would make me go, okay, well, you know, it's a little bit different now. You know, like, just because you've been to the city doesn't mean you've seen everything. You know, but some cities, there's nothing to do. There's really nothing to do. Nothing much to do. Krabi, that's a, you know, there's all kinds of things. From Krabi, you can spend months in Krabi and never really get through everything. Go to the islands, you know, venture out, take a little day or two trip from Krabi to go somewhere farther south. I mean, there's tons of stuff to do. Hang on a second, boys. Anyway, still the day has not changed. It's still very cool, breezy, perfect weather. The Grab drivers are here. There's 1, 2, 3 over here, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 right over here. There's 7 Grab drivers. 2, 3, 4, 7 drivers here to make the pickups, and I'm sure there's more. So they're doing quite well. There it is. They're everywhere. Yeah, I've been to Onong also. Been there. It's a nice place. A bit windy. It can get pretty windy there, but and actually I came across a video of Nicholas and Alex playing in the sand there. From I don't know how long ago, 2, 3 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that. That was where, I think, was it Alex? Alex had his first Burger King burger. He had never tried a Burger King burger in his life, and he had a Burger King burger and he loved it. See, if you're outside of Thailand, many people who are outside of Thailand want to be back in. You know, if it was not for all the trouble to get back in, it would be it would be much easier, obviously, but a lot more people would want to get back in. Right now, there's a lot of people, they don't want to get in. They don't want to try to get in because it's too much of a hassle, and I don't blame them. But if you're inside of Thailand like me, I want to get out. I want to go somewhere else. I want to get out of here. It's not because I don't like Thailand. It's because I just want to change, you know. What's going on, Steve? Different seat because I came a little bit late. I wasn't planning on streaming. I came a little late, and somebody was sitting in my chair, and all the good chairs were taken, so I thought I'll sit outside. Now it's all right. The weather's very nice right now, so. Yeah, not into the quarantine. And, I don't know if you heard, Johnny, about at least for American citizens, what I was talking about, I think yesterday, about you got to have 500,000 baht in the bank for 6 months. You got to show that in addition to all the other hoops. In between. Well, Jeff, you're the one who wrote me about that. And what I was saying is I know 3 people, and 2 of whom come into the chat all the time. They paid a total of about, one guy paid about $3,500, but he only bought a one-way ticket in, and, he bought a round-trip ticket, but I guess they gave him a credit or something. Anyway, it cost him like an extra $600 for the airline ticket. He paid about $4,100. The other guy paid $4,000, and he was able to, that was including his wife coming. So to say it's $10,000, I think you should check the prices, because it's not, even when I check, it's not $10,000. Your airline ticket might be $2,000. The insurance is $900, so that's $2,900. And if it's another, say, $1,500, $1,600 for the, you're looking at about $5,000. This is just me looking like. I took a little 5-minute look, but the people who have come in here that I'm talking about, they did their research. They took some time. Thanks. Was taking me. What embassy was telling me? I don't know what the hell that means. I don't know if you're in the United States, but the only embassy in the United States is the Washington, D.C. embassy. The other one is a consulate. The Los Angeles location is a consulate general, which you can use also, but they send it off to Washington, D.C. I looked at the prices of the hotels, and I was just saying, the Nana Hotel is a shithole. You can get the Nana for about 700 baht on like Booking.com. Okay? I checked last night I checked, and you're looking at about 45,000 minimum, and that might be a shithole, to around 90,000, but for about 50,000 to 60,000, which is about $1,800 to $2,000, you can get a fairly nice hotel. I'm talking about, it's much, much better than the Nana. But I would figure 5,000 to get in. That's what my budget would be if I was going to figure, hey, I've got to get back in. $5,000. Because the flights, you can take flights. They just have to be flights approved by the Thai government now. They're not, and they are priced higher. However, if you're coming in on a tourist visa now, depending on if you can even get one, like I said yesterday, they want you to show 17 grand or 500,000 baht for 6 months for a tourist visa, and there is no special tourist visa. No, Nana is not a quarantine hotel. I do think that they upgraded it a little bit. They refurbished it a little bit, but nothing, to where it's, they just did it to basically hold it together. They didn't do it to, make it some stellar hotel. It's not. It's a shithole. I guess saying it's a shithole is a bit of an overstatement. It's not really a shithole. It's maybe a 2-star hotel. You know, it is an experience. And listen, there's something about being at Nana Disco when it was, you know, when it was in its prime and open. There's something about Nana Disco, going to Nana Disco and going, all right, let's go. Oh, where are you? I'm upstairs. You do your business. You're like, all right, see you later, honey. And you both walk back into the disco, and then you go with another girl. There's something about that, you know, or you just sit out in the front lobby. If you really want to have fun, you sit out in the front lobby and watch people come and go. That's what I used to do. I used to just sit out there, you know, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, sit out there and just watch people. And it's like watching you know, it's like Star Wars, you know, the bar in Star Wars. It's the same thing, you know. That place was nasty, but, you know, I stayed there a couple times. I stayed at the Majestic. I stayed at the Majestic when they first opened up. I've stayed at the Dynasty. I've stayed, yeah. A lot more people now. The Bangkok Hotel, I would not recommend anyone to stay. What about the Asia Hotel? In 2016 election, what? Only place in town you can get a beer. 14,000 does not seem much to cover you if I'm yeah, but it's not 14,000. It's 17,000 or 500. The equivalent of 500,000. They're calling it 17,000. However, it's not that you just show that. It's for a period of 6 months. And between that and getting into the country, all the stipulations and the quarantine and all that other kind of stuff, there's a lot of people that, you know, they may not be able to do that, or they don't want to jump through all those hoops. And maybe that's what they want. They want to keep the number of people, they want to limit the number of people who come in here, because what they don't want is hundreds of thousands of people coming in, and then all of a sudden they've got, you know, they've got another outbreak. $27, even that seems, it would seem 20. So yeah, but 20,000 for what? See, because you already have insurance. What is your health insurance for? Why would you have to show that as a tourist? You know what I'm saying? You already have insurance that that. For most people, it costs them about $100 a month, at least. That covers you up to $100,000. Why would you have to show that? You're a tourist. It's not like you're married, or let's put it this way: as a tourist, you're showing more than somebody who's married. As a retired person, you're showing more than somebody who's a tourist or who's married. I don't get why, as a tourist, if they're trying to get tourists to come in, you have to show your level of income. I understand that you need to have money. Okay, if they're trying to limit people and they're going to do this temporarily, I understand it. I can understand. Now, 6 months, if you got the insurance, what does it matter? Because not a lot of people want to, I don't think a lot of people want to go through all these steps in order to get into the country. But from a standpoint of, does somebody have that money in the bank for 6 months? We want to limit them. I understand that. But when what are they going to do? Do this forever? How is that going to really help their economy? That's what I'm curious to know. Have they figured this out? Are they just guessing? Are there economists that know these things? What's the, And I never really get the full story of this. And I'm not going to sit there and watch the Thai news in Thai or have my kids sit there and help me if I don't understand certain words. And, you know, yeah, there's like 10 Grab guys now. They're all waiting to come right in. A condo. There's a difference between, to me, there's a huge difference between someone coming in as a tourist and someone who's coming in on a work visa, on a retirement visa, on a marriage visa, which they're not called that. They're O visa, OA visa, B visa, M visa, whatever. I guess. I don't know. Well, you know, I don't know. You know, I don't know how I feel about that. I'd have to really think about it, you know, long and hard, sit down and look at the pros and cons. And maybe they have already. I would assume they have. Well, the reason that they're letting the Chinese in is because the Chinese are part of their culture. You know, and that's the truth. You know, almost a quarter of the Thais have Chinese blood, you know, and they're connected to the, you know, to the Chinese in numerous ways. And, you know, they don't want to piss the Chinese off because they know that they are important. It's always about the money, you know? I mean, you have to figure, they got to think, you know, I try to think for both sides. And what I think is, why should they let people in just because they want to come in when they have very little money and very little to contribute, and they have to worry about losing one of, if not their main source of revenue, you know, for their country. People are already going to other places, and this is the thing. I was talking about this morning with someone. This, you know, this virus and the way that the governments have been dealing with it is changing the world. And it's changing the world not only in that you have to wear a mask, but it's also changing the world in that there's going to be different ways of doing things. You know, you're not going to be able to just jump on a jet and go. It might not be that easy. There may be some places, and there still are right now, there are places that as long as you got a test, Ecuador's a big thing, but you know what? It's starting to meet. Everybody is saying that. Now, I've been saying it for a couple of years. And I have a buddy who bought some land there. He's probably going to end up making a killing off of it. He bought some land and built a house there. It's very, very nice. He rents it out. It's right on the beach. And he's probably going to make a killing. And he was telling me, oh, you got to get some money up. I'm like, man, I don't have $100,000 to just, you know, I don't have that money to just, you know, put down on a piece of land and, you know, hope it goes up. I wish I did, but I didn't. And but now so many people are going that it's almost like, do I really want to go there? Would I really want to go there? And then I'm like, you know, listen, it's not that bad here. For me, it's not that bad. For a tourist, it might be a pain in the ass. If I want to leave, it might be bad for me now. But in the future, it might not be the same. So, you know. Well, I think Ecuador is now at this point, you know, everybody's starting to go, oh, Ecuador's so great, it's so great. It's only a matter of time, and they have already started to change some of their guidelines and rules and all that, and it's gonna continue. I mean, that happened in Cambodia, And it's going to continue. It happens all over the place. Once they start getting too many people, then they're like, hey, we got to slow this down. I'm going to go inside here. Since we're in the thralls of a conversation. Oh, are they open yet? Yeah, they are open. Now they let you walk in. Through Starbucks. Before they wouldn't let you. Let's see if I can do this here. How the hell am I going to open this door up? You're welcome, ma'am. Madam. Goodbye. Hello. Now here, listen to this. Listen. All in English. This is Chinese. Well, think about something. The 99.9% of the people here are Thai, and yet they're speaking. They're speaking in English and Chinese. This is China. They were just speaking Chinese. I was wondering about that the other day. It's like, here you are. There's almost no tourists. And I don't see Chinese tourists here. I used to. I don't now. Out of all the couple of hundred Chinese tourists that have come to Thailand, how many are going to make a trip to the Mall Bangkok? Seriously. How many foreigners go, hey, I'm going to go, Scott's always streaming from the Mall Bangkok. I think I'm going to go over and check that place out because it looks so cool. Listen, shopping centers are a dime a dozen. Shopping malls, they're a dime a dozen. So I don't get it. I don't get it why they do this. They're speaking in English, Thai, and Chinese. And this is for today. This is not for, like it's pre-recorded and they've been just replayed over and over and over again. They have this recording and it's been playing for about 2 or 3 days now, but it's always in the same languages. But there are no, I haven't seen, I think I saw one foreigner earlier today. That's it. One foreigner. Oh, it's prestigious to speak Chinese. Listen, I was thinking, even though I planned not to stream today, I got to go to the grocery. I don't want to go to the grocery hungry, which I'm hungry. Am I hungry? Not really. There is a little Japanese festival. Thank you, Steve. Thank you very much. Chokdi. Good luck for you. Appreciate that. But there's a little Japanese festival going on right now. And thank you. I appreciate that. It's always about just trying to cover. I'll tell you, I learned this from my buddy, okay, who makes documentary films. The guy I was talking about a little while ago. He makes documentary films. He does all kinds of things. He runs a film festival. He does documentary films. He's been a personal trainer. He's done all kinds of things. What he does is he makes these films. He tries to get his money back. As long as he gets his money back, he keeps continuing to do more movies. And then once in a while, he makes a little bit of a profit, and it puts him in the black. It's the same thing, you know. I got to go on these trips. All that stuff's going to cost. Shopping when hungry, not a great idea. Bad buying decisions are made. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit here for about 5 minutes, and I'm going to get up. I'm going to go over. I'm going to get a little cash out. And they got a Japanese festival going on. They got some nice Japanese dishes over there. I'm going to have some nice pork noodles, some ramen. And one thing that I'm doing now... Yes. One thing that I'm doing right now is keeping track of what I'm eating. Because I've been having, you know, I had my gallbladder taken out. And what that does is help you to process the fat in food. And so every once in a while, my stomach gets upset. And I've been keeping track of what I'm eating, so I know, don't eat that, eat this, eat that. This kind of food doesn't sit well. So I have a kind of a written record so I can refer back to it and go, I better stop eating that, you know. Cheese is a no-no for me. Don't give me like a lasagna with a ton of cheese on it, because I'll be farting for the next 3 weeks. Oh man. Yeah. I'm serious, you know. A little manicotti, a little lasagna, anything really cheesy, you know, like gooey, cheesy kind of macaroni and cheese. Oof. And then, not only that, I don't feel good. And that's becoming more of a concern now for me, is that if I eat the wrong thing, I'm like, oh man, you know, where's the toilet? Hong Nam Yunai. I got to run to the toilet. And then it's like, you know, 2 hours later, I'm like, oh, I need to go again. Where's the toilet? Oh, I'm out on the road. And I just came across a little video. I don't know how many people saw it, but I was in Suratani, and I was with like 18 people. It was like the neighborhood. It was like my wife, my kids, a couple of their friends, you know, the aunt, the niece, the kids of the aunt, you know, or whatever. You know, the family from down the street. There was like 18 of us in this little truck, and we're bouncing up and down, and I'm like, oh, my stomach, you know. Then finally, I look at my wife and I go, I gotta go, man. I'm like, I gotta go. And she's like, well, just can't you wait? I'm like, no, I can't wait. Well, can we just pull over to the side of the road? No, you don't understand. I need a toilet. I can't go behind a tree. Oh, and so I got lucky because there was a little gas station. I go into the gas station, and there was actually, I mean, it doesn't matter to me, but I'd prefer a Western toilet. But I went in, and there was a Western toilet. It was like the thing started shining. I heard the violins and the harps playing. I was like, oh, Western toilet. I have a place where I can plop my ass down, and it was clean. It was a clean toilet for once. I was like, wow, it's clean and it's Western. Wow. Then the only thing I was worried about is a python going to crawl up from the pipes and bite me somewhere where I don't want it to bite me. Oh, man. And then... And then I go and do my business, and I run back out like 5 minutes later, and I'm like sweating. I'm like dripping in sweat. Everybody in the whole truck was laughing because I'm like going, oh man, that was a rough one. It's my life, you know. Hey, it's a part of life, you know. Interesting. You know, it used to be that it was you know, hey, once in the morning, once in the night, or once in the late afternoon or something. Used to be fairly regular like that, you know. Now it's not quite that way. Yeah, I've been like that before. I've been in that predicament before, where I'm going, I can't possibly leave. God, man, I look at this beard, man. It is just, it's getting wild. I want it out to like right here. I want a beard like this. And then I'll get it shaped and put some wax in it and all that other stuff. But it's starting to be where like I got like white hairs sticking out all over the place. Better to talk about beards than toilet talk. Anyway, I'm gonna go get some money. We're at 95 minutes right now. I figure we got about 25 minutes left. Steve, I don't know if you have heard my story of what happened to me in China, but I am scarred for life because of this. And I'll tell it to you really quickly. Okay? Or fairly quickly. I was with a couple of guys, couple of Thai guys. One was a boxer who had a fight in this place, Hui Li. And the place that we flew into was like 3 hours away, 4 hours away, through the mountains by car. So we went there, no problem. We get to this city and it's very clean. It's a beautiful place. And I actually saw, I don't know if you guys are boxing fans, I saw a guy named Joe Hip there with another guy, Chauncey Welliver, who was a heavyweight. I don't know if he's still fighting, but Joe Hip fought Tommy Morrison and almost knocked him out. He lost the fight, but he was known as, he was a Native American guy, and he was known for just being a tough son of a bitch. And he could fight. He was skilled. Anyway, I saw him there. We're having a good time. We go and we have the fight. I think my fighter got a draw, and it was a rip off. It was like, you're in China, you're not going to get the win. Okay. We're on our way back, right? We say our goodbyes to all these people. We had a good time for the most part. We got to take a car back. We got a driver. They set everything up. We don't have to do anything. The hotel's set up, the food's set up, everything's set up. Everything's done for you. You don't have to. That was the beauty of it. You travel on their dime. As you should, and you don't have to worry about anything. Anyway, we're in the car. We got a little driver. Little guy doesn't speak a word of English. Little Chinese guy. Oh, hello. I'm like, oh, hello. And that was it. He's driving through the mountains like a madman. And I have a video somewhere. I haven't been able to find it. But we're driving through the mountains. He's beeping the horn like every 5 seconds. He's beeping the horn and beeping the horn. And we're going down this mountain. There are no guardrails. There's none of that. And we're shitting ourselves. We started laughing because we were so scared. We're like going, oh my God. And we're telling the guy, slow down. He's like, oh no, he's like, oh no. But he just keeps hauling ass. So all of a sudden, you see the guy kind of like looking around. He's driving down this mountain. I'm like, oh shit, Now we're scared shitless. And the guy like sees some little area, and all of a sudden he turns the car, skids up. It's like a little dirt area. He just screeches to a halt. Toilet. He points. And there's this like dark, there's like a black cinder block building, little building. And I took it as that's a restaurant. He runs over, he goes in, and then I'm sitting there and I go, man, I gotta take a piss, I really gotta take a piss. So, yeah, there was a bum gun. So he goes in to do his business, and I think to myself, I really got to take a piss. I might as well go right now. I get out of the vehicle, I go over, and I see this, you know, little cinder block place. Now, it's the kind of place where there's no, like, you know, you just walk in and there's going to be a bunch of toilets and everything, right? So I walk in, and here's your cross-legged girl, Gennaro. She's here. I don't want to make it too obvious. Too much of a perv. There she is. She's actually wearing different pants. That's the first time I've seen her wear different pants. Anyway, so I get up and I start walking. I turn in, and all I see is a row of toilets, and this guy is sitting there squatting. He's squatting. He's not sitting. He's squatting. There's a row of toilets, no doors in between, nothing blocking it. The guy's got a big turd hanging out of his ass. And he looks over at me and he says, oh, I looked at him and I went, I was like, I was a little bit shocked, you know. And he goes, no, it's okay. It's okay. You'll come inside, you know. And I was like, oh. And I went around to the back. I went around the back of the building and took a piss up against the building because I didn't want to see the guy shitting. And I was like, oh my God. And it's etched into my brain, this little Chinese guy squatting over there's a row of toilets, and he's squatting over one of the toilets. And when I walked in, I went, huh! And there was a big turd hanging out of his ass. Oh my God. And then, you know, we finally got back and everything, and it was all right. But I wish I could find that that little video. It was a little video. I think I had like an iPhone 3 or something at the time. You know, the video wasn't great, but it was, all you could hear us is giggling and going, oh shit, oh fuck, oh shit, ah. And we're laughing because, like, in my head, I'm thinking, we're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. This guy is just driving like a madman. And then I got to see him with a turd hanging out of his ass. Anyway, big fun, huh? A super fun trip. Adds to the experience. Oh, well, I got one more little story. You guys may remember this one. And that one is when we got to the airport. Actually, I was with the guy who I saw in Hong Kong. I wasn't sure it was him, and then he saw me and he goes, hey, what's going on? And we had seen each other in Hong Kong, or in this place in China where I'm talking about. And he's a Hong Konger, and then I saw him when I went to Hong Kong to go photograph the protests. But anyway, he was there. We're in the airport, and this lady's got this kid, and of course, the kid has a little diaper on that's cut out in the front and cut out in the back. So his little dick's sticking out of the diapers. He gets a little hard on, you know, the kid, she's walking by, the little kid gets a hard on and then starts peeing all over the place, and she just keeps walking. Doesn't do a thing. So then we're like, you know, 20 feet away. We see the lady standing there, and all of a sudden she kind of holds him up like this. The kid pinches a loaf. Right there, plop, right onto the airport, onto the floor in the airport. And so this guy Jay from Hong Kong, he's like, he tries to tell her, hey, you got to clean that up. And she's like, no. Why? Why do I have to clean it up? So he went over and told security, and they made her clean it up. I never could understand that. Why you got diapers on and you got a hole in the front and a hole in the back? What's the point of having the pants on? That was, to this day, I have to laugh at it. And, you know, I asked him if he remembered it. He was like, yeah, I remember. The lady, and, you know, this is the thing. This is the thing with Hong Kongers and, like, mainland Chinese. A lot of them will be like, listen, we don't, you know, shit anywhere we want or piss anywhere we want, and we don't spit all over the place. We have some class. We use a toilet, and, you know, we like to do things, you know, the modern way, the civilized way. Oh God! But those two things were probably the. I mean, hotel we stayed at was great. Everything was great. Food was fantastic. Me and the fighter couldn't eat before the fight because he was trying to cut weight. But the the guy, the trainer, the pad guy, and myself, they put us up in this nice hotel, and it would be like, okay, lunchtime's at 12. We had a little itinerary. Lunchtime's at 12 o'clock. You go downstairs, go into this room, the green room or whatever. We go into this room. It's a room probably as big as the inside of Starbucks here, and there's just one big round table on it, and you can turn the table or the top of the table, and it's got enough food to feed like 20 people, so we can eat whatever we want. The poor fighter couldn't eat any of it, and we had some Peking duck. It's fantastic, really good food. But yeah, that was a good trip. It was I'm sure I've been meaning, that's one thing that I want to do, but the problem is that they train later in the afternoon. That's when the main training goes on. In the morning, they just usually run and do some light training. But I've been meaning to go to the fighter I'm talking about. He fought, now he's retired, and he trains guys at this gym over by the Chao Phraya, which is a bit far from my house to go over to in the afternoon. But I've been meaning to go there for quite some time, because I know it would shock the hell out of the guys for me to walk in, because, we always had a great relationship and a lot of fun, To this day, every once in a while I get a message, or they get a message from me, but I haven't gone and seen them in a while. So anyway, I got to get some money and what? Shit, I forgot to do that. It doesn't matter. Can go and get some money and maybe have some Japanese food. Call it a day. Go run my errands. No Minato. Why would I go to Minato? They got a Japanese... Did they take it down already? Oh, they did. Sons of bitches. Oh, man. I could eat Minato. Oh, man. Yeah, they took it down already. That sucks. There was a Japanese festival going on over here, and it ended yesterday. I forgot about that. That sucks. Oh well, I guess Minato it is. See? They took everything down last night. And that was over before. It was like 9 days. And I kept going, I got to go there and get myself some ramen. And it's too late. I haven't done a little walk through the mall in a couple of months. Everybody says that. To me, this is a very, it's nothing extraordinary compared to the malls that they have here in Thailand. If you're looking for like some designer stuff, it's a little difficult to find it here. You're not going to get it here most of the time. I know they're comparing to home, but like in Florida, when I went home, the last time I went home, I went to this shopping mall. I can't remember the name of it, but it was huge. It was indoor, outdoor, and it was massive. And I was like, man, this place is awesome. It's very quiet right now. Oh. I haven't been to Minato in a long time. It's been a couple months now. Apple. Let me go in and buy an Apple 12. No, thank you. What's that run? About 1,500 bucks? They got too many upgrades, you know? Hopefully that'll be the last upgrade for a few years. Every time I walk by here, I can't help but look. This is it right here. I want that camera. And by the time I'm able to buy it, they'll have the GR5 out. Well, it's dead now because it's still pretty early. You didn't think I was going to actually do that, did you? It was a joke. There's no way I was going to do that. Yeah, let me give you the PIN code. Probably nobody at Minato right now, which is good. I know Longhorns just wants to see if his girl is there. See what color her hair is today. Silver, blue, gold. Shit, I've been walking around with no mask on. Forgot all about that. Oh my God. Forgot all about the mask. Here we go. I don't see her yet, but that doesn't mean she's not here. Katsudan and unagi. Call unagi
ได้ค่ะ
แล้วก็คัตสึดัน
ได้ค่ะ
แล้วก็น้ำเปล่า
ค่ะรับซุปพิเศษด้วยไหมคะ
อะไรนะ
ไม่มีซุปให้นะคะ
น้ำรับได้
ไม่นะคะ
Sorry
น้ำเปล่าน้ำแข็งนะคะ
ไม่เอาน้ำแข็งนะ No no ice for me today. 6 see if I can do this here. He's making a sushi. This guy's been here for a long time. He's been working here for a long time. The girl over here has been working here a long time too. We're at Minato. And all I'm getting is a little eel. A little eel and a little, and some pork. This guy's been working here for years, man. Patsy eel. Well, I don't know if the term would be gay, because I did ask her at one point, you know, has she ever liked men? And she said yes. So, you know, she likes everything, I guess. You know, she's equal opportunity. Well, that's what I'm having. I'm having unagi right now. Unagi. So you had that addition. Hey, she's a nice looking girl. This girl, she's been here for a long time. She's a nice looking girl, and she's actually very nice. You know, she's not like stuck up or anything. You know, this isn't full of bones. They make it good here, believe me. This is probably one of, if not my favorite restaurant. One of my favorite restaurants. Kunครับ ตอนนี้ทำร้านที่นี่นานเท่าไหร่อ่ะ3 ปีSo this guy's been here 3 years. I'll find out. I'm gonna find out from the girl. The other girl, she used to work at what was the name of that place? There used to be a place. Oh, fuck, that hurt. There used to be a place over here, straight ahead. This used to be designed differently. There used to be another Japanese restaurant. All right, Johnny, take it easy. There used to be a little Japanese... fuck, that hurt. I just fucking scraped the shit out of my toe. There used to be a Japanese restaurant straight ahead. This place was something else. And it was a very good Japanese restaurant. And I think the girl, she used to work there. I don't remember. You know, at this point, I don't remember. It's been a long time, but... So this guy's making my sushi. He's making my my eel for me. This guy's making foie gras. Thank you, Benny. Would that be in the Bit Cash or whatever it is, Bit Gold or one of those? I could have sworn that you used to get 2 of them. You only get one now. That's a bit ridiculous. I thought you used to get two. No, you only get one now. Okay, thanks, Benny. Choke D. Couple. I don't know what happened to the girl. It's alright, I didn't want to spend all that much anyway. I'm not that hungry. But you know, the thing is that they're supposed to, normally what they do is they stick it in an oven. Maybe he already did that, I don't know. No wasabi, it's alright. Down the hatch. Yeah, Steve, it is a little bit pricey, but you know, whatever. I mean, you go to Fuji, you got any kind, you go to sushi joint, most of the time they're a little bit expensive. There's a place across the street, and like for 100 baht, you can get like, you know, you got to pick the right sushi. But it's like, you know, some of it's 10 baht each, some of it's 20. It's inexpensive. So for 100 baht, you can get a, you know, like 6-7 pieces of sushi. This is the mall Bankabi. Thinking about getting the salmon roll. Spicy salmon roll. Some of it's ebi. Spicy salmon roll. Spicy mukuro roll. Spicy mukuro. Yeah. Call spicy salmon.
Spicy salmon roll.
Cup. That was 70 baht. I think it used to be 60 baht. I don't remember. I haven't been here in a couple of months. But I thought it was 60 baht. It was like 60 baht each, or it wasn't 60 baht for two, so. Whatever, it's 70 baht. The spicy salmon roll, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You get 8 pieces for 160 baht, which is pretty good. And then I'm getting a pork with rice, which is just how much? 90 baht. So 250, 270 with the water, plus 70, 340 baht. So it's about 12 bucks, which is, it's not real expensive, you know. It's not cheap by Thai standards. Let's see, he's making my stuff here. It's not gonna work. We got some octopus over there. I forget what it is that. God, I can't even remember. I'm blanking out on that. I came here from SNF. Tough to see Brady lose so bad. 38-3. Didn't even know there was a game, Steve, to be honest. You only know because it's your day off? Day off. All right, so there's my nice pork. I did a couple videos with any. Do you ever do a live stream with any of the crew? What crew? You mean the crew that works here, or what do you mean? ตอนนี้คุณทำงานที่นี่นานเท่าไหร่อ่ะกี่ปี
จำไม่ได้แล้วนานอยู่
นานอ่ะหลายปีอ่ะเมื่อก่อนคนทำงานที่นู่นน่ะก็มีก่อนเมนาโต้มีอะไรนะคิโนจำไม่ได้ก็มีร้านอาหารญี่ปุ่นที่นู่น
อ๋อใช่ใช่ค่ะ
คุณทำงานที่นู่นด้วยอ๋อ
ถึงไม่ได้ทำประจำไงคะ
อ๋อYeah, I thought so. โอเค
ชอบนั่งกินสตาร์บัคใช่ไหมคะคุณ
ใช่ชื่ออะไรนะชื่ออะไรชื่อร้าน
นิปปอนไก่
Nippon Kai. Yeah, that's right. Okay, thank you. I think I embarrassed her. I embarrassed her because I called her over and everybody was listening to what I was saying. But there used to be a place called Nippon Kai, and that was a good place too, and they just shut it down. Shut it down and changed it to this place. The rolls are smaller than they used to be. What the girl said was, she said, "Oh, you mean the place where the Starbucks used to be?" And I said, "Yeah, because the Starbucks used to be over there to the right where I was pointing. And in front of the Starbucks was the Nippon Kai. So I used to go to Starbucks, have a Starbucks in the morning, do a bit of work, and then I'd go over to Nippon Kai for lunch." I'm gonna be full, very full. Yeah, but those are pretty small actually. You know, Andrew, I don't know if you've seen the kapunaka. Oh yeah, look at that. I don't know if you've seen, Andrew, about showing showing the 500,000 baht for 6 months for American people trying to get in on tourist visas, but that's what it is now. Looks pretty good, huh? Where's the girl who makes the food in a special way? I don't know where she is. Oh, that's not the same place. This is Minato. That place is You Hunt, We Cook. That's You Hunt, We Cook, and she doesn't work there anymore, and that place is dead now. And the meat place, the halal place that they used to have, they had the halal place next to You Hunt, We Cook. That place shut down already. Now it's a seafood place, and I haven't been there yet. But the You Hunt, We Cook is dead now. Dead. Here we go. Oh, okay, wasabi. Gotta have that wasabi. Gotta have something to snort. There we go. Oh, look at that. Oh. Bit too much rice for me, but there used to be an older woman too who worked here for a long time. That was the younger one. I forget her name. It's like Pooey or something. I forget what the name is. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. Whoa. Look at that. Mmm. That's pretty damn good. Just like I remember. Are you still out there, Andrew Briggs? I was wondering if you saw that and what you think about it. About the requirement that you, in order to get a tourist visa, you got to have 500K in the bank. I know that'll put a lot of people off, which is the intent. looks to me, I could be wrong, but maybe there's been a little bit of a takeover or something, the change of ownership or something like that. I don't know. I'll have to find out. No, because the retirement visa, you have to show. Well, yeah, I guess if you total it that way, yeah. It's a lot of money, but I guess if you really want to come here, you're gonna pay it. You're gonna show it, and you'll pay what you gotta pay. $5,000. It's say $4 or $5,000 just to get in, and then if you stay for, I don't know how much. I guess you could stay for another 6 weeks. You spend $1,000 a week. That's another $6,000. I'd say that's $10,000 for 2 months. $10,000 for 2 months. Plus, you got to show the money in your bank. Who knows? Maybe they're doing a refresher course here. Thank you very much, Benny. Look at this. Looks good, huh? It's because it is good. However, I will say that the rolls are smaller. They're not as big as they used to be. I mean, this guy's been here for 3 years, and he's still showing him better ways to cut and do things. I think there's only 2 Monatos in all of Thailand. This one in Sikon Square, but I don't know if that one's still open. And maybe the girl and some of the other staff moved over to that one because that's what they were doing before. They would go back and forth. Looked good to me. Tasty. It's not far from here. I'm constantly forgetting where everything is. Believe me, half the time I gotta look on a map because my memory is shot. I don't remember how to get to Icon Siam. I don't remember how I got there. I don't remember how to get there. I don't remember. I'd have to look. I just know it's by the river. So I know where the river is. I know I could go to Saturn Pier, but I haven't had Japanese food well, actually I had Japanese food yesterday. My wife ordered food to be delivered. It wasn't sushi though. Pretty darn good. Nice change of pace. Good call, Longhorns. Good call. Mahanakon. The Mahanakon building. That's a place I should go back to. Not to stream, but to do a video. They're good. All done. There is a place that we need to go. Longhorns. That was the Korean place. The Korean place by where my kids go to school. I'll have to go there because it doesn't look like you'll be over here anytime soon. I have to go there again. You and I both. There's your girl. What date? Pink. Her hair's pink now. See if I can get her on camera. There she is, with the pink hair. It's your friend there, Longhorns. guy's an artist. That's the difference between me as a chef or a cook. I think so. She's the management. It's been a long time since I talked to her. Online, a little bit, but offline, no. Oh, this should be interesting. I'm not hungry anymore. Going to that grocery store, I don't want to buy anything. All right, let's watch this. And that hair is pink. Pink, pink, pink. Thank you. I just keep this cup. You okay? Everything good? Okay. Nice hair. You change again. Change how many times now? 20. I gotta put my mask on here. Need to have the mask. All right, guys, I'll tell you what. It's time to go. Time to get out of here. It's been fun. Been longer than I expected, which always happens. If you'd be so kind, leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. I gotta say this kind of stuff because people forget. But thank you very much. Thank you for all those who contributed. Thank you for all those who contributed in the conversation and who do so on a regular basis. Everything's down in the description. All that good stuff. More stuff coming real soon. So I'll see you guys later. Take it easy. Choke D, all that good stuff. Choke D, jerk on my. Yeah, they're getting customers here. Sometimes she's got a green. She's got green hair. She's had purple hair. She's had silver hair. Girl changes her hair more color. I couldn't imagine. I've never had a girlfriend who had colored hair ever in my life. Whatever, to each his own. Here's another one over here with the red hair. You can barely see it. They all want to change. They all want to change the color of their hair. They all want to do these, express themselves, I guess. I don't know what the real purpose of it is, but to each his own. Maybe I'll dye my beard pink. That might work, huh? Anyway, I think black would be best. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later, all right? Thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Ciao.